Alright, hello everybody, I'm Gavin, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Guilty Gear Strive. And Guilty Gear Strive, I consider it to be like a baby's first fighting game. It is so incredibly simple. It is the first fighting game I've learned, and probably the only one I have gone out of my way to learn. And I think this game is just good in general, so I'd like to teach people how to play, since I've played it for a long time. So I'm going to go over to training and then choose my character. And for the character, I'd say you'd either want to choose, for the first time ever playing, Soul Bad Guy or Kai Kisk. Personally, I choose Soul Bad Guy. He's the character I play as the most. But if you want another character you can try out Elfelt or Bridget. They're all balanced characters, and if you are willing to try someone else, you could try either May or Ramlethal, I'd say. But for right now, I'd say stick with these two, and then slowly kind of branch out your options. Okay, so I'm going to give an overview of basically how to play. I'll go over everything else in a separate video. But for basically, you have 4 buttons and an extra 5th one. Punch is a basic poke tool. Kick is another basic poke tool. Usually either will be your fastest move besides 5p, which is just for poking. And 5p, you can't really do much out of it, unlike a kick. You can at least combo out of that. Slashing is weird. It has a far and a close variant. This is far slash and this is close slash. Now the differences would be far slashes usually try to hit the opponent from far and also try to get the opponent closer, while close slash is better for starting combos. And then we have heavy slash, which is usually a very obviously heavy move. Usually will stun the opponent and will be good for starting combos without using any other move. Usually these moves will enforce a counter, which will stun the opponent for longer and allow you to do a follow-up. And lastly we have Dust, which is by far one of the weirdest moves in this game, but it isn't very weird once you get to know it. So this is Dust. Now on the ground it doesn't really do very much, or at least when you just do it normally. If you hold up and you manage to hit it, you can do a combo like this. Imagine I did a really good combo there. You can do a combo like this. I did that on my first try. You can also grab with this, so left and right, and press the button, you will grab. Do it backwards and you'll do a back grab. There's also a air and crouch variant, which every move has. So for kick, it's usually a very small poke tool. Maybe reaches a little far, but won't do much. You can combo crouch kick into ground or crouch dust, and it will always trip the opponent, which is good for a follow-up. Crouch and punch is just a basic poke tool. This is what all 5Ps are supposed to be, just really good, fast poke tools that you can't really do much out of, but will kind of just like push the opponent away. Some having longer reach than others, but mostly are some of the shortest moves a character will have. Slashing doesn't have any close or far variants, it will just slash the ground. And heavy slash will usually, most of the time, bring the opponent to a standing state, and will be good for starting a combo, and is obviously very heavy. Same thing goes for the air variants. For punch, again, basic poke. Slashing, it's just like either it'll do a slash under you or a slash in front of you. Kicking is good for being a semi-powerful but also far-reaching hit. And slash kind of is used to keep the opponent in place. So that's it for all the moves. We also have a burst meter, which will break you out of a combo. If you don't get hit and just use it randomly, it will activate a positive bonus, and I'll explain what that is at a later time. You can also use it like this, which is bonus defense. It will block anything the opponent will throw at you once, and will push you and the opponent back. You can also use it like this, which is used to extend combos or push you forward to catch your enemy off guard. So if I were to do this, that will hit the opponent. We also have one more thing, which if you can't really see it on my side, but if you look at the bottom right, underneath Kai, you will see a tension meter. And tension is tied to both supers and a different mechanic, which is called Roman Cancel. Roman Cancel will just stop time. It can be performed by pressing 3 attack buttons. I personally have it set to left button though. That's what I prefer. But if you press 3 buttons, it will automatically do it for you. There are different kinds of Roman cancels. Let's say that I'm stuck in a corner. If the opponent were to hit me, it will activate a yellow Roman cancel, which will kind of push the opponent back slightly and give me an opportunity to do something. Okay, I'm sorry if anything sounds a little differently. I had to record this the next day because for some reason my mic went higher pitched during the ending part of recording, so that's funny.
I don't think it really matters what color you consider it as. Just consider it as a cancel.
Is red Roman cancels, which happens after you hit an attack. So if I were to do this, it will activate a red one, which is, the colors don't really matter as much as you think. It's literally just showing you what type of Roman cancel you're doing, which doesn't really change very much. The only thing that really matters is the yellow one. But there's also the regular blue one, which you just do by doing a Roman cancel normally. So you could do anything out of it. Also, something I didn't talk about in my original recording was this. This happens when you hold when you hold block, and then you hold both punch and slash. I personally have it set to a macro. I have left trigger for block, but it basically you take less knockback and also take less damage when blocking when using this. It's also very good against like specials. Something I forgot to mention in the recording was positive bonus. Positive bonus is when you hit burst randomly or you get a wall break, which it makes your tension meter slowly fill up. It doesn't fill up all the way, but it fills up a significant amount. And last thing we need to talk about are the negative and positive bonus. There we go. You see that he's in a danger? That means that eventually he is going to lose all tension. In training mode, I don't have it set to that. But negative penalty basically means that all that tension meter is going back down to 0. If you don't engage in attacks or try to go out of your way to hit the opponent, you will lose all your meter. And one last thing, we have just basic taunt.
Oh, don't got it in ya.
And I don't think it's set automatically. I have it set to right trigger, but if you just press it normally, you do a taunt. And your opponent will get a little bit of tension because of that. And if you hold forward while doing a taunt, you'll do a respect taunt. Which is just for fun, just to be nice. Basically, that is all I have to share for the basics of the game. I will go into everything in particular separately.